Hello and welcome back to Murder by Numbers. We now, after case 2 didn't go so well with finding all the puzzles and we only got an A for it, we're gonna go into case 3, if the shoe fits. Yeah, overwrite my autosave. After the Starshine Awards, things changed. I'd been through plenty of change already that summer, but this was different. This was big. But I guess change is hardest to recognize when it's happening to you. It felt like an eternity ago that I left Ryan and struck out on my own. If you'd told me back then that I'd end up living with a robot, well, let's just say that was never the plan. I didn't know why that stranger thought Scout was dangerous, but the more time I spent with him, the less I believed it. So we just carried on, like everything was normal. We watched films, visited museums, and Scout devoured the public library 5 books at a time. For a while, it felt like progress, but deep down, I knew I was running away. Running from Scout's past and from my future. But I couldn't run forever. Oh, good morning, Honor. Morning, Scout. Get up too much last night? I read the final 3 volumes of the Encyclopedia Totalis. I think my favorite was Zirconia. They're so pretty. Now, we just need to think of a way to get these encyclopedias back to the library before they realize we took them. Also, I read that Julia Child's book that you've never opened. Hey, I was gonna get around to it at some point. Anyway, I spent the night trying to perfect the French omelette. Here, I made one for you. Huh, I could get used to this. Oh, hey Casey. How did your date with the perfume guy go last night? It was the 3rd one, right? Did you... Wait, is that why you're calling me at this ungodly hour? Because you're doing the walk of shame? You hussy, tell me everything. Oh my god, okay, calm down, calm down. Where did you say you are? Is he dead? Got it, we'll be there as soon as we can. What's up, Honor? It's Casey. Is he okay? He's fine, but it looks like he's just found himself at a murder scene. Yep. Huh. Is that the perfume guy or is it someone else? Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Honor, are my sensors malfunctioning again or is that a giant shoe? No, your sensors are working fine. Not just a giant shoe either, it's a giant killer shoe. Darling, you're here. What a mess all this is. What the hell happened here? Scout babe, if you're going to stop making quips, we need to have a talk about timing. Sorry. You too. Of course you're here. Is that all he has to say? Come on, Scout, let's get scanning. Alright. Let's get scanning then. Obviously we've got the body here. So let's start with that. Surely that's, yeah. Wait, that's 15 though. 10 by 15, so that's not enough. That, however, 8, 9, 10 is enough. If I color it incorrectly. 5, so no to that. And no to that. Anything else here that I can deal with? 7, 8, 9, not quite, but I can do that. That's and that's? No, not that. That's, I think. 3, blank, 2. Yep. That's okay. 1, 6, 2. 1 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, could be. What else do we have here? That's 6, 7, 8, 9. So these two, I think. Is it 9? 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 9, yeah. So that's most likely the 6. These have to be connected. There's no other way around that. This doesn't have to be. Okay, we've got a 3 at the start and a 4 back here, so these two, this at least, none of these. So with that, what do we get? There's a 1 at the bottom here, so that's done. Those are both 1s, so that means the 5 is already done. That's blank, so that's the 4. That's blank with the 2, that goes here. The 2 goes in either of those, so the 3 has to go here. That means this is blank though. Well, it had to be anyway. What else do we have? There's 2, 3, 1, so this is blank. For this is filled, this is filled. Therefore these are filled. Anything else around here? That has to be the 3 anyway, so this is filled. What about the rest here? Not enough information. What about this? There's the 3 can't be here, the 3 has to be here. And this has to be the 5. But we have this has to go here. But other than that, we've got nothing. That is blank. Could this could fit in here, both the 2 and the 3. What did that bring me? That's 1s though. So that goes here and that goes there. Therefore these are all blank. We're getting somewhere. This has to be blank because this has to be a 2. The other 2 could either be here or... Does this work? 1 blank, 3 blank, 2 does work. Okay. That's the 2. 1 has to go here. We don't know which one. That's 6. No, not 6. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blank 1. Okay, we don't know fully where they go. What about 1, 5, 2 here? 1 blank, 5 blank. Okay, the 2 has to go in these. 5 has to go here somewhere. We've got 9 different things for the 5, and it can start at the earliest here and it can only end here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 3 have to be filled out because of the 5. Therefore, these are blank. Because that's a 1, that's the 2. Therefore, these are blank. This has to be blank because there's no thing as short as a 1 in this row. Therefore, this has to be the 3. This has to be the 2. Therefore, these are all blank. This is filled out. So this is blank. These are filled. This is blank. This is blank. Where do we go from here? Sort of forgot where I started figuring all of this out. I can fill these in. That's always a worry. You're solving the puzzle and then you solve one thing and that immediately leads you to like 7 other rows or columns, and then you forget where you initially found that one thing, so you can't thoroughly check everything. It was this, yeah, I remember now. But that's actually, yes, that means this is the only way for that to work. This also has to be blank, so the 3 goes in here, the 1 has to be here. The 2 has to have 1 here, because that's a 1, these have to be blank. That's 2, that's a 2, so these are all blank. This is blank, therefore this is filled out. That's already the 5. 2 goes here, this is blank. These are blank, 2 goes here. This is blank. This has to be filled out, so for this goes there. These are blank, therefore the 1 goes here. There's only 3, so we can't. We can actually. 1 goes here. This goes there. This is blank. 2 goes here. That goes there. These go here. That goes here. That goes here. That goes here. There we go. A passport. Since when did a passport have that many different colors? Alright. That must be the victim's passport. Let's see. His name is Oliver Laurel, US citizen. Date of birth would make him 26. A passport is an item for traveling to foreign countries, correct? Perhaps he was going on holiday soon. People sometimes use them as ID too, but it is a bit strange that he'd be carrying it here. Will I need a passport if I go to another country? I shouldn't think so. Not if I check you into the hole in my suitcase anyway. I do not like the sound of that. Alright, there's apparently one more though. Actually, before we... Actually, no, we're definitely doing the riddles now, or the puzzles now, before we do any other talking. Because we can't miss out on any of them anymore. Alright, very low numbers. That is 9 though, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's just not enough. Anything down there? That's 7, 8, 9 again, but these 3 go in there. That's fine. The 4. 1 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be part of the 4. Does that help me at all? Not really. Well, slightly actually. 1 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but since the 1 has to be here or here, neither of those. At least it's here and this is blank, and the 2 can add, the 4 can only start here, so these have to be filled out at the least. The 4 can be here or here. We don't know that yet. Therefore these 2 have to be blank. Doesn't really help a whole lot. I can take 2 as well, because that has to have 1 down here. Wait, 1 blank. Yeah, that has to be a 1. Okay. Anyone else in here? 1, 1, 4. 1 blank, 1 blank. 4 would start here at the highest, and 1, 2, 3, 4 here at the lowest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2. There you go. These 2 are blank. All of that isn't very helpful. 2 blank, 1 blank. Okay, so this has to be filled out because of the 2 here, the bottom 2. Yeah. This has to be part of the 2. That automatically means that this has to be the 1. This has to be the 2. This is a 1. That means this has to be part of the 2. That means this is also blank. I go here. 1 blank, 1, 2, 3 blank. Okay, that could also fit up there. But actually, no. The 1 needs to go in either of these. Everything else is done here. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 2 are blank. That means the first 2 has to go in either of these. Okay. That is the 2, yeah, it's fine. Anything else I've got? The 5 here has to fill out this. This 5 has to fill out this as well, therefore this is blank. Anything else in here? That's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not a lot for 8 tiles remaining. Certainly not enough. 1 blank, 1, 2, 3 blank, 1. Yeah, that would work. This has to be blank though, not that it helps. What do I do with this? This, wait. I only have 2 here. This could be the 1. That would mean the 5 would have to go here. That would mean the 1 would have to go here. Can I think much further than that? I don't really think so. This one doesn't really do much for me either. So 2 here, that's alright. Stuck again. One, 1, 0, 1 blank, 1 blank, 2. That's not. It's just not enough. Let's go through this again, row by row, column by column. Row by row. 5, we fill out as much as we can here. 2, same goes to that. 1, 4, 1. This was blank, the one would have to be an era. This was the 4, the one could be here only. This row, we don't know if that's a 1 or a 2. This row we don't know anything about, and it only goes to 7, so the 3, we can't even do any single tile from the 3. Same goes for that, we can't do anything here. We can't do anything here. This is the 2, we know that, but again, not really useful for anything. We've pretty much got the same situation in this row as we do in this row now. With the slight exception that we have 1 more tile in here, but it doesn't change anything. The 1 goes in either of these. Nothing we can do about that. And, well, those could be anywhere in here. Column wise, the 1 goes anywhere here. Can't really say. 1, 3, 1 could go all up there, or 1 down here, because 1 blank, 1, 2, 3 blank, 1 would all fit up there. Then we've got this, the 2 goes down there, 2 and 1 up here. But that's only 4, and we've got 6 remaining, so again, can't even do anything about the 2. 1, 1, 4. 4 could fit here or here. The 1, 1 would just slot in somewhere up there. Again, here we've got 4 tiles open that we have to put 2 1s into. Here we've got a 1, a 2, and a 1. 2 tiles are filled in. We don't know which these are at all. This could be the 2. This could be the 2. This could, both of them could also be 1s. This row actually... actually we do, yeah. That was the one where we could continue. Alright. You eventually do find stuff. That means this goes here, this goes here. This goes like that. But it sometimes takes a really long time. 2, that's fine, that's fine. What do we do with that now? 2 goes there. That has to be the 1. Therefore this has to be the 3. This is blank, this goes in here, this goes there. This has to be the 1, so this goes here. Okay, therefore these are filled out. This is blank, blank, there we go. This goes here. This is also blank, therefore this is blank. 3 goes here, 1 goes, actually it doesn't. 1 goes here, 1 goes here, the other goes down there somewhere. This is blank, therefore this is filled in, this is blank. This is blank. This is filled out. This is filled out, this is blank, this is filled out. And now, what do we do now? So 1's here, there's a 2 here, that was it. That's blank, that's filled out, that's all blank. That's filled out now. If that's blank. These are filled out, that's blank, that's blank. These are filled out, that's blank, that's filled out, that's blank, filled out. 3, there we go. A broken dial. Okay. Again, I wouldn't have recognized that one. The glass cover of this speedometer has been smashed. Something must have hit it when the float crashed into the club. Or someone, perhaps the driver? It's certainly possible. What float? Oh, is that sort of a parade thing? Oh yeah, it's got wheels on it. And there's apparently one more. Oh. Over here. There. Alright. Let's go for that as well. Ah, yes. Big numbers. Good, good, good. 12. 10, but also a 3 here. So that leaves only 1 spot. No, not quite that much. 8, right? Yeah. There you go. That should be it, right? 3 blank 1 or 3 blank 1, yeah. And if it were to start here, be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that has to be as well. And a 5 down at the bottom here, so this has to be filled out, although because of the 2 and the 12 here, it has to be anyway. There you go. 6 at the bottom, so that has to be filled out though. That's a 1, so that's blank. 10 goes for that. Okay, the 8 fills out just the middle. So that's there. Anything else here? There's 2 3s here. So that's a good start. There's the 2 there. That means these are blank. That means this continues on a bit further. That's 7 now. 8. There we go. These are all 1s up to here, and these are all 2s. What about this? This is a 4, 3, 3. Okay. That's a 4 as well. These are all 3s. 7 goes up to here, so this is blank. That means the 3 goes here. this 4 and the 7 here. So that's a 4, these are all 3s. This is a 3, so this goes here. 5 goes here, the 2 goes here, this is blank. That's the 5 here, that connects there. What about the bottom here? There's a 2 at the bottom here, so that's blank. And there's a 2 at the bottom here. That means this has to be part of the 3, this has to be part of the other 3. That extends at most down to here. 1, 2, 3, that extends at most up to here, so these are blank. How much is that? That's 9, 10, 11, 12. The 4 would start here, that's no way to get that to work, so the 4 starts here. 9, so this has to be connected, obviously. The 6 goes here, the 7 goes here anyway. So yes, obviously it has to be connected. 3 can't be filled in yet. The 3 goes here though. And what else do we have? Again, I think if the 3 starts here, 3 blank, 2 blank, 2 blank, doesn't work, so the 3 has to go in here. Actually this has to be connected anyway. Same goes for this. And if this has to be blank as well. You can get somewhere with the 8 now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are all 2s. Alright. These are all 3s. This is a 4 though, so if that goes here, this is complete anyway. So that means these are all 3s. How much is that? That's 3, 6, 8. Not quite yet. That's complete though, so this has to be blank. The 3 has to go in over here. The 12 goes there. That has to be blank. This has to be blank. This has to be blank. What do we do with that? That could be a 1. It's probably going to. If that was blank, we'd have 1, 2, 3, blank, 1, 2. Okay, it doesn't work, so it has to be a 1. The 6, okay. 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, blank, 1, blank, 1. Not, actually, that's 7, and we've got 9 here, so the 3 has to have 1 block here. That means actually 2 blank, 1 blank, 1 would work. So that's a no there. We've got 3 ones here. They have to fit in there. So there's 1 here. There's 1. If that was here, then that'd be blank. Therefore, this had to extend at least until here. Yeah, that's still fine. Given that this has to be blank, the 2s go here and here. This is 2 and 2, so this goes there. That's blank. This goes there. Okay. If this was blank, the 3 would still have to extend at least that far, which makes this a 2, which makes this complete, which makes this the 3, and this the 2. That's a 1, so that has to be the 2 there. Yep, there's a 2, this is blank, this is the 2. That goes here, therefore this is blank. That goes here. The 1 would have to be before, so the 2 can only be here. That's blank. That's also blank. That's blank. That's blank, that's filled out. That 2 goes here. Since that's the 3, that goes here. This is blank, that goes here. This can't both be blank. This has to be filled out. This has to be blank. This has to be blank. This has to be filled out. Where do we go from here? This has to be filled out. This has to be blank. This has to be filled out. This has to be blank. This has to be filled out. A tire? A wheel, yeah, well, you know, a tire. Honor, there's something interesting about this tire. See, it's a tire. The tread appears to be undamaged, which indicates that the vehicle didn't break before it hit the club. Or the victim. Now that you mention it, there aren't any skid marks, are there? So they didn't try to slow down or swerve? I don't think this was an accident. And there's even more stuff to investigate. Alright. We don't even have to move here. We're just investigating everything. Alright. Oh no, low numbers. Okay. That's a 7, so the 4 should be here, right? 1, 2, blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Definitely this has to be blank. That's a start. At least we got something to start with. And that's a 7, that's not enough. That is a 7, 8, 9. So that should be enough to put 2 blocks in. That's 1 blank. 1, 2. And here, right? 1 blank, 1, 2, blank, 1, 2, yeah. These go there. Here we've got 9 and we've got 6, 7, 8. So this should give me one more block. 1 blank, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this as well. The 4, 1 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be part of the 4. As such, we're in a similar situation as with the one before, where the 1 would be here at the most, so that would be blank, so this has to go 2 more that way. Given that, if this was 2, 1, 2, blank, 1, blank, 1, okay. Not particularly helpful. How much is that? It's not enough. Definitely not. Anything down here? Not really, not as far as I can tell. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough. Well, 1 blank, 1 blank, 3 doesn't work, so the 3 has to go here. That goes there, these go there. That means the 4 has to go here. 2. This is blank. This can't go there because of the 3. Now we've got 7 here and there's only 8 remaining, so I can put these 2 here. That means this is good enough, this is good enough. 2 here. 1 there. Okay. And wait, that's 1 blank, 1 blank, 2. Yep. There you go. That's the 3 done. This has to be a 1, regardless. That means this 3 goes here. That has to be a 1. The 4 goes here. This has to be the 2 as far as I remember, so that goes here. That 2 goes there. This 3 can't be here. Okay, that means that's got to be the 3. The 1 has to be up there, 1 has to be down there. Here. 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 Anything else? One in either of these, one in either of these. Wait, this can't be it, so this has to go there. Therefore... Does that tell me anything? I think what I just said earlier was just wrong, so I don't think it does. 1 blank, 1, 2, 3. So that has to be filled out. That means this is the 2, that means this is the 1, that means this is blank. This is a 2, this is a 1. This is part of the 2. Therefore this is a 1. Therefore these are blank. Therefore this is filled out. This is the 3. This is blank. Since this is the 3, this one has to go here. And this is blank. Therefore this has to be part of the 2. Therefore this is blank. This is filled. These are blank. This has to be the 1, this has to be the 2. Pretty sure these are guaranteed. So this is blank. That's the 2, that's the 4 down there. This is blank. This is blank. These go there. This goes here. This goes there. This goes here, this goes there, this goes there. Alright. I still can't recognize anything I find here. A sneaker. Alright, yeah, fair enough. That does actually look like a sneaker. A sneaker? Whoever was driving the float must have left it behind when they fled the scene. It would appear to be designed for a left foot. Hypothesis. The killer only has 1 leg. I mean, you might be right. Or it might just be 1/2 of a pair. The plot thickens. And we finally investigated everything. Alright. Casey. Babe, isn't it just awful? What the hell happened here? Your guess is as good as mine. I was in the area and decided to swing by. Fran mentioned to me that she'd had the place done up, so I thought I'd take a look at the outside at least. But when I got here, well, this is what I found. Fran? I have a feeling that's a name you've mentioned before. Fantasia. She owns this place. She's also my drag mother of sorts. I could not find any records in my database for drag mother. Ah, right. How to explain? When I first came to the States, I didn't know anyone. I landed at LAX with a makeup palette under one arm and a head full of dreams. Then reality hit, and it hit hard. I met Fran in a club one night, and she took me under her wing. That's when I learned that drag queens will do anything for help with their makeup, even adopt a lost British gay boy. I see. So she's like a mother figure to you, but not a blood relation. I thought you had to do I thought you had to do drag to be in a drag family. I know. And it does seem a waste not to use these cheekbones for profit, doesn't it? I don't know. I think doing makeup on other people is my calling. And the drag family is full of people who need makeup on them pretty much every day, so it worked out. They were my support network back when I couldn't get a job to save my life. Fran and her sisters put me up, kept me fed, and spread the word. Everything I have is thanks to the kindness of queens. Since things blew up with Murder Mystery and the other regular work, though, I've not seen as much of them as I used to, or should do. Oh, no. Yeah, we've read that already. Misclick. Alright. Where is Fran right now? I called her just before I spoke to you. She's not turned up yet, though. It always takes her at least an hour and a half to get ready though, so she's probably mid-beat as we speak. But her club's just been smashed into. Surely she wouldn't spend that long on... Ed likes to draw a line between club life and the rest of his life. Drag only when on the premises. Alright, Ed is Fran's boy name. Edwin Tinker. Tinker by name, Tinker by nature. He mends metal instruments. He is a man of many talents. No, Tinker is British slang for it. You know, it doesn't matter. Magellan's kind of a weird name for a gay bar, isn't it? Well, it's not strictly a gay bar. How did Fran describe it? Something like Magellan's a port in the storm for those exploring the stormy seas of gender. That's the family-friendly reason behind the name anyway. Are you a regular? I mean, knowing the owner's got to be good for some free drinks, right? Fran hasn't owned it for that long. The bar's been here for years, but she only took it over recently. I came here for the big party she threw to celebrate her new venture, but I haven't been back since. Evidence. Alright. He doesn't know anything about the sneaker. Probably not about the wheel either. The dial? Nope. And the passport. We've identified the victim. His name is Oliver Laurel. Doesn't ring a bell, but then again I'm not a regular, so I don't know many of the customers. You don't think it could be, you know, a homophobic attack, do you? We don't even know if he was a customer. Could have just been a random hit and run. Yeah, I suppose you're right. And Detective Cross.
Should have known he'd call you.
Nice to see you too, Detective Cross.
If I told you to stop sticking your noses in and go home, what are the chances you'd actually do it?
I estimate the chances approximately 0.00001%. That does, however, factor in a small margin of error. Would that margin of error happen to be 0.00001%? Bingo!
I can't even manage to be mad at you two anymore. Fine. I suppose you did a pretty good job last time, and the crime scene team just finished up anyway. You can help out, but cause any trouble, and so help me God.
Do you have any idea what happened?
Looks like a fairly standard hit and run. Well, except they left a vehicle behind, so I guess it was a literal run. Also, the vehicle is a giant stiletto. So, on balance, pretty far from your standard hit and run.
This your first death by stiletto?
You don't want me to answer that question, trust me.
So not a first then. What do we know about this club?
I'd have thought that was more of a question for your friend over there.
I do not understand. What do you mean by that? He means that it's a gay club, and he, being an old straight man, wouldn't know anything about that.
Less of the old facts, but you're not wrong. This isn't something I know much about.
Wait, you're letting us take a look at the crime scene?
We've already done so anyway. Forensics have already been and gone, and I've already inspected the scene. There's nothing for you to mess up. At this early stage in an investigation, it's important to consider everything. Every piece of evidence, every hypothesis. So sure, knock yourselves out. Come back here and show me everything you find, and we'll see what your conclusions are.
Do we know anything about the victim?
He had some idea on him. I'm surprised Robot Boy over there hasn't found it yet.
He has, actually. Do we have any suspects at this point?
Well, the only person with any connection to the incident so far is that friend of yours.
Casey? You don't think he did it, do you?
I like to keep an open mind at this stage of the investigation. I'd suggest you do the same.
But he called it in.
He did, and then he called you.
Are you trying to imply something, Detective Cross?
There'll be time for implications later. Right now it's about finding out as much as we possibly can, no matter how innocuous it may turn out to be.
Alright.
Yep, that's the victim alright. Oliver Laurel. I've radioed his name to the station. They're going to get back once they have more info for me.
The dial on the shoe's dashboard was smashed.
Indeed it was. What do you think that means?
Hypothesis: the driver of the shoe collided with the dashboard on impact.
Not bad. One to keep in mind for sure. No wear on the treads and no marks on the floor. Looks like they didn't try to slow down.
That's what I said.
And what do you think that means?
We found this sneaker, Detective Cross. I have a hypothesis. The presence of only a single sneaker could indicate that our perpetrator only has one leg.
I don't think that's very likely.
But you said we must consider every hypothesis.
Did I say every hypothesis? I meant every credible hypothesis. Well, what do you think?